Welcome to the Path to Buddhist Wisdom, a channel dedicated to exploring the profound teachings of Buddhism to help you connect with your true spiritual essence and understand the journey of life in a more meaningful way. Here, we blend traditional wisdom with personal insights, creating a transformative space where ancient teachings meet modern challenges. Together, we'll uncover signs of past lives, discover deep truths, and apply the timeless lessons of Buddhism to cultivate peace, clarity, and compassion in our daily lives. Join us as we navigate this sacred path of enlightenment, seeking wisdom and inner balance. Whether you are curious about the spiritual journey, searching for mindful living, or simply wish to explore the deeper meanings of existence, this is a place for awakening and growth. Subscribe, engage, and let's walk this transformative path together. Part 1: Intuition. Welcome to the Path to Buddhist Wisdom. Have you ever felt an inexplicable connection to a person, place, or moment that defied logic? Perhaps you've experienced a decision so instinctual, it seemed guided by a force beyond the present. In the teachings of Buddhism, such moments hint at a profound truth: the journey of the soul through countless lives. Reincarnation is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, revealing that the soul does not perish with the body but continues its quest for enlightenment across many lifetimes. Each existence leaves a mark, shaping our character, talents, fears, and even our intuition. Today, we explore the first of 8 signs that you may be a reincarnated soul: intuition. Intuition is the subtle, often mysterious voice within, a whisper from deep inside, guiding us when reason falls short. It is a powerful manifestation of past experiences, carried over from one life to another. Have you ever faced a decision and instantly knew the answer without needing all the details? This knowing, this flash of insight, is not a mere coincidence. It is the echo of past lives, where your soul faced similar situations and honed its ability to recognize patterns and dangers. Consider the story of Emma. Since childhood, she could sense when something was about to go wrong. Her friends marveled at her ability to avoid pitfalls and seize opportunities at just the right moment. To Emma, it was simply intuition. But to those who understand the soul's journey, it was the wisdom of countless lifetimes at work. Each decision Emma made carried the weight of experiences long forgotten but deeply imprinted on her soul. Buddhism teaches that the soul's intuition becomes sharper as it reincarnates. Each life adds layers of knowledge and understanding, creating a reservoir of insights that can guide us in critical moments. When you feel that unshakable certainty about a person, a place, or a path, it is your soul's past whispering to you. These moments, often fleeting and subtle, are gifts, reminders that we are more than this present life. But intuition is not simply about navigating crises. It is also a compass for discovering one's purpose. Reincarnated souls often feel a pull towards certain paths, careers, or spiritual practices without understanding why. This pull is the soul's way of seeking completion or growth where it once faltered or left unfinished work. Have you ever felt drawn to something inexplicable, as if a hidden force was leading you? This is your soul's memory guiding you, reminding you of past desires, challenges, or unfulfilled promises. Intuition also manifests as a protective shield. Souls who have faced betrayal, loss, or suffering in past lives often develop a heightened sense of people's intentions. You may find yourself instinctively wary of certain individuals or situations, even without logical evidence. This sixth sense is your soul protecting you from repeating old wounds. When we trust our intuition, we honor the journey our soul has taken, We acknowledge that each lifetime contributes to who we are today. To ignore it is to silence the voice of centuries of wisdom within us. Next time you face a difficult choice, pause and listen. Beneath the noise of doubt, there may be a voice urging you in a direction that resonates with your deepest self. Intuition, the first sign of a reincarnated soul, reminds us that our journey is vast and ongoing. It is a testament to the soul's resilience, adaptability, and capacity to learn and grow. But this is only the beginning. What other signs reveal the depth of our soul's journey? Part 2, the second sign, déjà vu. As we continue our journey through the signs of reincarnation, we come to a phenomenon that almost everyone has experienced at some point in their lives, déjà vu. The feeling that you have lived a particular moment before, that a place is eerily familiar, or that a conversation has already taken place, can be startling. But for those on a spiritual path, these moments carry a deeper significance. Déjà vu is more than a fleeting feeling, it is believed to be a glimpse into past lives. A reminder that your soul has traveled this earth before. Buddhist teachings explain that the soul's journey is vast, with countless incarnations across time and space. During these lifetimes, we form attachments, face challenges, and experience growth. Some of these memories are so deeply embedded within us that they resurface when triggered by familiar sights, sounds, or experiences. This is the essence of déjà vu, a fleeting glimpse into the soul's vast history. Imagine walking down a narrow street in a foreign city you've never visited before. Suddenly, you feel as though you've walked that very path, seen the buildings, and even know what lies around the corner. Rationally, it makes no sense. But spiritually, it can be understood as a residual memory from a past life. Your soul may have walked those streets centuries ago, and in this moment, it is reconnecting with a fragment of that experience. Consider the story of Alex, a man who found himself drawn to historical sites in Europe. Every time he entered an ancient castle or strolled through old towns, he experienced intense déjà vu. He would recall details about architecture and customs with astonishing accuracy, even though he had never studied them. For Alex, these moments were more than curiosity, they were a doorway to understanding his past lives. Each feeling of familiarity was a reminder of journeys his soul had taken long ago, leaving traces that echoed into the present. Déjà vu does not always reveal grandiose memories, it can emerge in the simplest of moments. A casual conversation with a stranger, a scent carried on the wind, or a melody can evoke a sense of familiarity that transcends explanation. For reincarnated souls, these moments hold clues about their past connections and experiences. They serve as subtle nudges from the universe, inviting you to remember who you once were and what you have learned. But what is the purpose of these glimpses into past lives? In Buddhism, every experience carries meaning, and déjà vu is no exception. When we experience déjà vu, it is an opportunity to reflect. Why does this moment feel familiar? Is there an unresolved lesson tied to it? Or a karmic connection that needs attention? By reflecting on these experiences, we can gain insights into our spiritual path and understand how past choices continue to shape our present. For some, déjà vu reveals unresolved emotions or relationships from past lives. Have you ever met someone for the first time and felt an instant connection or aversion? It is as if your soul recognizes theirs from a previous encounter. Perhaps you were allies, family, or even rivals in another life. This recognition, though subtle, can guide how you interact with them in this life. If a bond feels unexplainably strong, It may be worth exploring its origins in meditation or spiritual reflection. There is a story of two friends, Myra and Raj, who met at a retreat and felt an immediate, inexplicable bond. As they grew closer, they both experienced moments of déjà vu, flashes of sharing conversations, meals, and laughter in settings neither had seen before. Intrigued, they delved into past life regression therapy and discovered they had been siblings in a past life. Their instant connection in this life was not chance, it was a continuation of their soul's journey together. For many reincarnated souls, déjà vu also serves as a reminder of their spiritual mission. It can occur at moments when you are on the brink of making significant decisions, as if your soul is nudging you to recall past lessons and choose wisely. These experiences may feel mysterious, but they are often meant to guide us on our path toward growth and enlightenment. Buddhism teaches that the soul's evolution is not linear but cyclical. Each life offers a chance to learn and grow, but patterns may repeat if lessons remain unlearned. Déjà vu can be a warning to break free from these cycles or a reassurance that you are on the right path. The key is to approach these experiences with an open mind and a reflective heart. So, the next time you find yourself in a moment of déjà vu, you pause and reflect. What is this experience trying to tell you? Is it a reminder of a past triumph? A warning of a past mistake? Or an invitation to explore a deeper connection? By paying attention to these moments, you honor the journey of your soul and open yourself to the wisdom it carries. But déjà vu is only one piece of the puzzle. As we continue to explore the signs of reincarnation, we will uncover more ways our soul's past manifests in the present. Our next sign delves into unexplained talents and fears, abilities and aversions that seem to have no origin in this life, yet define who we are. Part 3, the third sign, unexplained talents and fear. As we move deeper into uncovering the signs of a reincarnated soul, we arrive at one of the most intriguing and mysterious indicators: unexplained talents and fears. Have you ever marveled at your ability to effortlessly excel at something, as though you've done it 1,000 times before? Or perhaps you've felt an overwhelming fear of something you've never encountered in this life. According to Buddhist teachings, these phenomena can be echoes of past lives, imprints carried forward by the soul. Let us begin with unexplained talents. Imagine a child who picks up an instrument for the first time and plays with the skill of a seasoned musician. No lessons, no prior experience, just pure, intuitive mastery. How is this possible? Buddhism suggests that skills honed in past lives do not vanish with death, but leave a trace in the soul's memory. When reincarnated, these latent abilities may re-emerge, sometimes in astonishing ways. Consider the story of Li Wei, a young boy from a rural village who astounded his community by painting lifelike portraits at the age of 4. His brushstrokes captured emotions and expressions with precision far beyond his years. Art critics were baffled. But for Li Wei's family, the explanation lay in the Buddhist belief of reincarnation. Perhaps he had been an artist in a past life, perfecting his craft over decades. His talent was not new, it was reborn. Unexplained talents often feel natural, as if they emerge from a place deep within. They are gifts from the past, reminders of who we have been and what we have mastered. But these talents are not just for personal gain. In Buddhism, they carry a purpose: to help us fulfill our karmic journey, to share our gifts, and to continue our soul's evolution. Have you ever wondered why you are drawn to certain activities or excel without effort? These are clues, guiding you toward your spiritual mission. Yet, just as past lives bestow gifts, they can also leave scars in the form of unexplained fears. Phobias and aversions that seem irrational or disproportionate may, in fact, be echoes of traumatic experiences from previous incarnations. A person with an intense fear of water, for example, may have drowned in a past life. The soul remembers, even if the conscious mind does not. Take the case of Anika, who was terrified of heights. Even standing on a low balcony caused her to break into a cold sweat. No childhood trauma or logical explanation could account for her fear. Through guided meditation and reflection, Anika uncovered visions of a past life as a builder in ancient times who fell from a great height. The fear that gripped her in this life was rooted in a memory her soul could not forget. These phobias are not merely burdens to be carried, they are opportunities for healing and growth. Buddhism teaches that the soul's journey is about overcoming karma, the accumulated effects of past actions and experiences. By confronting our fears with courage and mindfulness, we can break free from their hold and move closer to enlightenment. Unexplained talents and fears are two sides of the same coin. One reveals the strengths we carry from past lives, while the other highlights the wounds we have yet to heal. Both serve as reminders that our soul's journey is far more expansive than the years we live in this body. When you encounter an unexpected ability or an irrational fear, pause and reflect, what might this reveal about your past? How can it guide you in the present? But these signs are not merely about looking backward. They are about using the past to empower your present. Your talents are tools, and your fears are lessons. Both are here to shape you, to push you toward growth and transformation. The journey does not end here. Next, we will explore another sign that offers glimpses into the soul's past, the deep and unexplainable affinity for certain cultures, places, and eras. Why do some people feel at home in lands they've never visited or long for times they've never known? Stay with us as we uncover the hidden threads of the soul's memory. Part 4: The fourth sign, deep affinity for certain cultures, places, or eras. As we journey further along the path of uncovering signs of a reincarnated soul, we arrive at one of the most intriguing clues: an unexplained affinity for certain cultures, places, or eras. Have you ever felt deeply drawn to a particular country, historical period, or tradition without any rational explanation? This powerful connection may be more than mere curiosity. It could be a sign that your soul has walked this earth before, in another place and time. Buddhism teaches that each life we live leaves a mark on the soul, memories, attachments, and impressions that transcend the limits of a single lifetime. When we reincarnate, these memories may resurface as an inexplicable longing for a distant culture or an intense interest in a historical period. It is as if a part of us remembers and seeks to reconnect with what once was. Consider the story of Arjun, a man living in a modern city who always felt a deep connection to ancient Egypt. He filled his home with Egyptian artifacts, devoured books on the subject, and could vividly describe rituals and traditions as if he had lived them. For Arjun, this connection was more than a hobby, it was a calling. During a meditation retreat, he experienced visions of a past life as a priest in an Egyptian temple. His soul's memories had been woven into his present, guiding him to rediscover pieces of his past. This connection to specific places or eras often manifests early in life. A child who seems naturally fascinated by a foreign culture learns its language with ease, or feels at home in a country they've never visited may be experiencing echoes of a past life. These affinities are not random, they are the soul's way of reconnecting with places and experiences that once held great meaning. But why do these connections occur? According to Buddhist teachings, the soul's journey across lifetimes is not linear but cyclical. Each life offers opportunities to learn, grow, and resolve unfinished karma. When a soul feels drawn to a particular place or time, it may be seeking closure, wisdom, or fulfillment that it once pursued. These connections serve as reminders of what remains unresolved and what must be revisited to achieve spiritual growth. For some, the affinity goes beyond interest and transforms into a sense of belonging. Have you ever traveled to a new country and felt an overwhelming sense of homecoming? As if you had walked those streets, heard those sounds, and breathed that air countless times before? This feeling of familiarity, even in the most foreign settings, can be a powerful indication of a past life connection. It is as if your soul recognizes the place, even if your mind does not. There is a story of Maria, who visited Japan for the first time and immediately felt at peace. She understood the customs instinctively, appreciated the culture deeply, and even recognized locations she had never seen before. This profound connection was not a coincidence. Through meditation, Maria recalled a past life as a craftsman in a small Japanese village. Her soul had carried the essence of that life into her present, binding her to the land she once called home. Yet, these affinities are not limited to places. They can extend to traditions, spiritual practices, or historical events. If you find yourself inexplicably drawn to the Renaissance period, Native American traditions, or medieval castles, it may be a reflection of your soul's history. The art, music, clothing, and rituals of these times may stir something deep within you, a memory, a connection, a longing that defies logic. However, these connections are not always joyful. In some cases, they may evoke a sense of melancholy, loss, or yearning for something lost. This feeling, known as nostalgia for a time never known, is a powerful reminder that our soul carries fragments of many lives, including their joys and sorrows. When these memories surface, they invite us to reflect on the lessons they hold and the paths we have walked. Buddhism encourages us to explore these connections with mindfulness and curiosity. What draws you to a particular culture, place, or time? Is it a reminder of unfinished work, a call to continue a spiritual journey, or a chance to heal old wounds? By embracing these affinities, we can gain deeper insights into our soul's journey and understand the purpose they serve in our present life. But there is more to the story of our reincarnated soul's journey. Next, we will explore another sign that reveals our connection to past lives: recurrent dreams. These dreams offer glimpses into the experiences, people, and places that have shaped us, transcending the limits of time and memory. Part 5: The fifth sign, recurrent dreams. As we continue our exploration of the signs that you may be a reincarnated soul, we turn our attention to one of the most mysterious and compelling indicators: recurrent dreams. Dreams have fascinated and perplexed humanity for centuries, serving as gateways to the subconscious mind. But what if some of these dreams are not merely figments of your imagination, but echoes of lives once lived? In Buddhist teachings, recurrent dreams are believed to be windows into past life memories, revealing fragments of experiences, emotions, and even unresolved karma from other incarnations. Have you ever had a dream that felt more vivid and real than anything in waking life? Perhaps you've dreamed of standing in an unfamiliar landscape, speaking a foreign language fluently, or interacting with people you've never met yet felt a deep connection to. For reincarnated souls, these dreams are more than just nocturnal wanderings. They are glimpses of a spiritual history that stretches beyond this lifetime. Consider the story of Amir, who often dreamed of being a soldier in a great battle. The dream was always the same: the clash of steel, the cries of comrades, and a profound sense of duty and loss. Each night, he awoke drenched in sweat, haunted by emotions that felt too real to be imagined. Through meditation and reflection, Amir came to believe that he had fought and died in a past life as a warrior. His recurrent dreams were not just memories but a call to resolve the lingering emotions of sacrifice and duty that his soul carried. Recurrent dreams often carry symbolic themes, representing aspects of past lives that still influence our current journey. For some, these dreams reveal unresolved fears or traumas. If you frequently dream of drowning, it may indicate a past life experience involving water. If you dream of being pursued or trapped, it could reflect unresolved conflicts or fears that your soul has not yet overcome. These dreams serve as reminders that the soul's journey is ongoing, with each life building upon the lessons and challenges of the last. In Buddhism, dreams are seen as a connection to the subconscious mind, where memories of past lives can surface. While not all dreams have spiritual significance, those that recur with vividness and intensity may hold deeper meaning. They can be a call to action, urging you to confront unresolved karma or gain insight into your soul's purpose. But not all recurrent dreams are rooted in trauma. Some are joyful and uplifting, offering glimpses of the soul's greatest moments. Have you ever dreamed of a place that feels like home, even though you've never visited it? Or relived moments of love, triumph, or spiritual awakening that seem to transcend time? These dreams are reminders of the soul's triumphs, offering comfort and reassurance that your journey has not been in vain. There is a story of Alina, who often dreamed of tending a vast garden filled with rare and beautiful flowers. The garden was her sanctuary, a place of peace and fulfillment. She later discovered that she had been a healer in a past life, using herbs and plants to help others. Her dreams were a reflection of her soul's purpose, calling her to continue her healing work in this life. Recurrent dreams can also reveal connections to other souls. If you dream repeatedly of the same person, someone you may or may not know in this life, it could signify a deep soul bond formed in a past incarnation. Perhaps they were a friend, lover, or rival, and your connection endures beyond the confines of a single lifetime. These dreams offer an opportunity to reflect on the nature of these relationships and what they may mean for your current journey. So how can we interpret these dreams and uncover their meaning? Buddhism encourages mindfulness and meditation as tools to explore the depths of our subconscious. By reflecting on the symbols, emotions, and patterns within your dreams, you can gain insights into the soul's past and the lessons it carries forward. Pay attention to the details, the places, people, and feelings that emerge. They are clues, guiding you toward greater self-awareness and spiritual growth. Recurrent dreams remind us that the soul's journey is vast and complex, woven from countless experiences across lifetimes. They are both a gift and a challenge, inviting us to explore the mysteries of our own existence and the paths we have walked. The next time you find yourself in the midst of a vivid, familiar dream, remember that it may be more than just a dream. It may be a window into your soul's story, waiting to be understood. But dreams are only one way that the past reveals itself. In our next exploration, we will discuss another powerful sign of reincarnation, the feeling of not fully fitting in with the world around you. This sense of disconnection, often subtle yet persistent, may hold profound meaning for your soul's journey. Part 6: The sixth sign, feeling like you don't belong. As we continue our exploration of the signs that reveal a reincarnated soul, we arrive at one that many find deeply resonant, the feeling of not fully fitting in with the world around you. Have you ever felt out of place? As if you are a traveler in a strange land? Perhaps you struggle to connect with the concerns and behaviors of those around you, sensing that you do not belong. This feeling of disconnection is often a sign of a soul that has traversed many lifetimes, carrying with it memories, values, and experiences that set it apart from the present. Buddhist philosophy teaches that each soul's journey is unique, shaped by countless incarnations across different times and places. When a soul reincarnates, it may find itself in a vastly different world than the one it once knew. This can create a sense of alienation, as if the present world is somehow foreign, and its values, customs, and norms do not align with the soul's deeper wisdom. This is not a flaw, but a testament to the depth of your soul's journey. Consider the story of Haruto, a man who always felt out of sync with his peers, while others chased material success and fleeting pleasures. Haruto found himself drawn to philosophical questions and spiritual pursuits. He often felt isolated, as if he were speaking a different language than those around him. It wasn't until he immersed himself in Buddhist teachings that he understood his soul carried the wisdom of past lives, guiding him toward deeper truths. His sense of disconnection was not a burden but a calling, urging him to walk a different path. For many reincarnated souls, the feeling of not belonging begins in childhood. You may have felt like an outsider in your own family or struggled to relate to children your age. This can be a lonely experience, but it is also a sign that your soul has already experienced lifetimes of growth and learning. The values and perspectives you carry may reflect the lessons of past lives, making it difficult to resonate with those who have not walked the same path. This sense of disconnection often manifests in subtle ways. Perhaps you find yourself uninterested in modern trends, feeling that they are shallow or unimportant. Or maybe you have a strong aversion to certain behaviors or cultural norms that seem trivial or misguided. These feelings arise because your soul remembers a time when life was different, when values, relationships, and spiritual practices held deeper meaning. But feeling like you don't belong does not mean you cannot adapt or find your place in this world. In fact, this sense of disconnection can be a powerful motivator for growth. It can lead you to seek out like-minded individuals, communities, or spiritual paths that align with your soul's true nature. Buddhism teaches that every experience, including feelings of alienation, carries the potential for transformation. By embracing your uniqueness and honoring the wisdom of your soul, you can find purpose and fulfillment, even in a world that feels foreign. There is a story of Priya, who always felt disconnected from modern society. She was deeply moved by stories of ancient cultures and found herself drawn to practices of mindfulness and meditation. While her peers pursued careers and material wealth, Priya sought inner peace and spiritual wisdom. At times, she felt isolated, but she soon realized that her sense of not belonging was a gift. It allowed her to see beyond the illusions of the present world and connect with timeless truths that her soul had carried through many lives. Buddhism encourages us to view feelings of disconnection as opportunities for self-discovery. If you feel like you don't belong, ask yourself why. What values, memories, or experiences might your soul be carrying from past lives? How can you use this wisdom to shape your current journey? By reflecting on these questions, you can transform a sense of isolation into a source of strength and purpose. For some, the feeling of not belonging extends to relationships. You may find it difficult to connect with people on a deep level or feel misunderstood by those around you. This can be a painful experience, but it is also a sign that your soul is seeking connections that resonate with its true nature. When you find those who share your values and perspectives, the bond can be profound, a meeting of souls that transcends time and space. The sense of not fitting in is not something to be feared or rejected. It is a sign that your soul carries wisdom, experiences, and values that go beyond this lifetime. Embrace it. Use it as a guide to seek out deeper meaning, to connect with those who understand, and to walk a path that honors your soul's journey. But this sense of disconnection is only one way that past lives shape our present experience. In the next segment, we will explore another powerful sign of reincarnation, the longing or nostalgia for something you cannot identify. This nameless yearning is a reminder that your soul has traveled far and carries within it the memories of countless lives. Part 7, the seventh sign, unexplainable longing or nostalgia. One of the most profound and mysterious signs of a reincarnated soul is an unexplainable longing or nostalgia for something that cannot be clearly identified. Have you ever felt a deep yearning for a place you've never been? Or a time you've never known? Perhaps it comes as a wave of emotion triggered by a piece of music, a fleeting image, or a moment that feels like a glimpse of something lost but not forgotten. This nameless longing is a powerful clue that your soul has walked many paths, carrying memories and emotions that transcend the present. In Buddhist philosophy, the soul's journey through countless lives leaves behind impressions, moments of joy, sorrow, love, and loss that are imprinted upon its essence. When these memories resurface, they can manifest as a longing for something beyond reach, an echo of experiences that once held great meaning. This longing is not merely a feeling, it is a call from the soul, inviting us to explore the depths of who we are and the journeys we have taken. Consider the story of Elena, who often felt an overwhelming sense of sadness when listening to certain classical music pieces. The melodies seemed to awaken memories she could not grasp, as if she had once lived in an era where such music was central to her life. Through meditation and reflection, Elena discovered visions of a past life as a musician in a grand orchestra. Her soul's longing was not random, it was a connection to a life filled with passion, creativity, and unfulfilled dreams. This type of nostalgia can be triggered by seemingly mundane experiences, the scent of a flower, the sound of distant bells, or the sight of a sunset. Each of these moments may evoke emotions that feel out of place in your current life, but make perfect sense when viewed through the lens of reincarnation. The soul remembers, even when the conscious mind does not. It carries with it the remnants of love, loss, and moments of profound meaning, waiting to be rediscovered. But why does this longing arise? According to Buddhist teachings, the soul's journey is a quest for growth, healing, and enlightenment. When it experiences powerful emotions or connections in a past life, those experiences may remain unresolved. The longing we feel in this life is often a reminder of unfinished business, unfulfilled desires, or lessons yet to be learned. It is a call to reflect, to seek out what has been left behind, and to integrate those experiences into our present journey. This yearning can also manifest as a desire to return to a place you have never visited. You may feel inexplicably drawn to a particular city, landscape, or culture, as if it holds a piece of your soul. When you finally visit, the sense of familiarity can be overwhelming, as if you have come home after a long absence. This connection is not coincidence, it is your soul recognizing a place where it once lived, loved, or learned. There is a story of Malik, who always dreamed of visiting a specific ancient temple in Asia. He had never seen it in person, but in his dreams, he walked its corridors and knelt in its sacred spaces. When he finally visited, every detail felt familiar. He knew where each path led and felt a profound sense of peace. Through meditation, he realized that he had been a monk in that temple in a past life. His longing was his soul's way of guiding him back to a place of spiritual growth. Yet, This longing is not always tied to specific places or eras. Sometimes, it manifests as a deep-seated desire for a life that feels true to who you are, a longing for deeper connections, meaningful work, or spiritual fulfillment. This sense of a something missing is your soul reminding you that you have known more, experienced more, and that there is still work to be done. It is an invitation to align your present life with your soul's true purpose. Buddhism encourages us to honor these feelings of longing and nostalgia, not as weaknesses, but as guides. When you feel this yearning, pause and reflect. What is your soul trying to tell you? What memories, lessons, or desires might be surfacing? By exploring these feelings, you can gain insight into your soul's journey, heal old wounds, and find deeper meaning in your present life. This nameless longing can be both beautiful and painful. It reminds us that our soul's journey is vast and complex, filled with experiences that shape who we are. By embracing this longing, we open ourselves to greater self-awareness and spiritual growth. We remember that we are more than this life alone. We are the sum of countless lifetimes, each one contributing to our soul's evolution. But this longing is only one of the signs that reveal our past lives. In our next exploration, we will discuss the final sign, a strong attraction to spiritual themes and self-discovery. This desire to seek beyond the material world is often a reflection of the soul's accumulated wisdom and its quest for enlightenment. Part 8: The eighth sign, attraction to spiritual themes and self-discovery. Our journey through the signs of a reincarnated soul brings us to the final and perhaps most profound indicator, a strong attraction to spiritual themes and a relentless desire for self-discovery. Have you ever felt a deep, unshakable pull toward exploring the mysteries of life, the nature of existence, or the pursuit of spiritual awakening? For reincarnated souls, this attraction is no coincidence. It is the soul's way of continuing its quest for enlightenment, a journey that transcends the boundaries of a single lifetime. In Buddhism, the path to spiritual awakening is seen as a long and arduous journey, often spanning many lifetimes. The soul carries with it the wisdom, lessons, and karmic imprints of each incarnation, driving it to seek deeper understanding and liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth, known as samsara. This quest is not merely a philosophical pursuit, it is a calling that echoes through the depths of the soul, urging it to remember, evolve, and transcend. Consider the story of Sophia, who, from a young age, felt a profound need to explore spiritual practices. While her peers focused on material success, she was drawn to meditation, mindfulness, and the teachings of ancient sages. She spent years studying different spiritual traditions, seeking answers to the questions that had always burned within her. Through her journey, Sophia realized that her attraction to spirituality was rooted in past lives spent as a seeker, a monk, and a healer. Her soul's desire for enlightenment had carried over, guiding her path in this life. This attraction to spiritual themes often manifests as an insatiable curiosity about the meaning of life, the nature of the soul, and the mysteries of the universe. If you find yourself questioning the purpose of existence, exploring different spiritual practices, or feeling a deep connection to sacred texts and teachings, it may be a reflection of your soul's accumulated wisdom. Each lifetime spent in pursuit of truth and spiritual growth leaves an imprint, urging you to continue the journey. But this desire for self-discovery goes beyond intellectual curiosity. It is a yearning to understand the essence of who you are, to uncover the layers of karma and conditioning that shape your existence. Reincarnated souls often feel a strong need to look inward, to meditate, reflect, and connect with their true selves. This inner journey is not always easy. It requires confronting past wounds, facing the truth of one's actions, and embracing the path of self-transformation. There is a story of Arun, a businessman who appeared to have everything: wealth, status, and success. Yet, he felt an emptiness he could not explain. No amount of material achievement could fill the void. One day, he stumbled upon a meditation retreat and decided to attend. The experience awakened something within him, a memory of past lives dedicated to spiritual practice and inner growth. From that moment, Arun's life changed. He turned his focus inward, seeking to understand the nature of his soul and the purpose of his journey. For many reincarnated souls, the pull towards spirituality is accompanied by a sense of urgency, as if there is not enough time to complete the work the soul has set out to do. This urgency can drive people to explore different paths, study ancient wisdom, and seek out teachers and mentors who can guide them. It is as if the soul knows that this life is another chapter in a long story, and there is much to be learned and accomplished. This attraction to spiritual themes often leads to a desire to help others on their journeys. Reincarnated souls may feel called to teach, heal, or guide those who are struggling to find their way. This is not born of ego but of compassion, a recognition that we are all interconnected, and that the journey of one soul impacts the journey of all. Buddhism teaches that the highest form of spiritual practice is not only to seek enlightenment for oneself but to help others find their path as well. This is the path of the Bodhisattva, one who strives to alleviate the suffering of others and guide them toward liberation. If you find yourself drawn to spiritual themes and self-discovery, it is a sign that your soul carries the wisdom of many lives. It is a reminder that your journey is far greater than the boundaries of this single lifetime. Embrace this attraction as a gift, a calling to continue your quest for truth and enlightenment. By seeking to understand yourself and the nature of existence, you honor the journey your soul has taken and the countless lifetimes that have shaped who you are today. But the signs of a reincarnated soul are not meant to separate us from the present. They are reminders that each moment of this life is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to awaken. By recognizing these signs, you can better understand your purpose and the journey you are on. The past may shape you, but it does not define you. The choices you make now, the growth you pursue, and the wisdom you seek will shape the future of your soul's journey. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the signs of reincarnation. May your path be one of wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment. If you found this journey meaningful, consider sharing your thoughts, experiences, and reflections in the comments below. Together, we continue the journey toward awakening.